I want to, I'm trying to be respectful because there are people who are mourning the loss of friends and family. Now, I've said in other videos that, every day that somebody in our community, whether it's by the hands of our own or outsiders, are being murdered, and people take pleasure and joy and use that as political bait or to like they pouring salt in our wounds. But when other people start to catch you, all of a sudden it become a royal event. Black people are murdered every day in this country, whether they be doctors, lawyers, teachers, blue collar workers, young men, young women, boys, girls, elderly, straight or gay. They deposit drugs in our community. They deposit guns in our community, alcohol, you name it, all these different vices and things that are destructive to our people. And when black folk like myself start talking about it, your guys are whining. And the reason why they say we're whining is because they know who's bringing input in our community. Now, yes, do we have to accept some responsibility that there's a group of brothers and sisters in our community who are just so weak-minded and been easily manipulated into doing their dirt for these other groups? Yeah. Every time we try to talk about them, we get shut down. And any black person that thinks outside the box or try to approach it from another angle, the media gets a hold of them and blast them and attack them and make them seem as if they're the bad guys and we turn on them in the community instead of realizing they're using reverse psychology on us. So the brothers and sisters who are aware of what's going on, the more we try to talk, the more y'all think that we're paranoid or we just blowing smoke out our ass. But for the last nearly 9 years, I predicted a lot of this crap was going to happen. And I've said in various videos, I said when some hits a particular group of people, they're going to make it like they're the victims and been under attack forever. Nobody on this planet has ever been under attack the way black people have, whether they here in the United States or across the pond, whether they from the place of the original human being started to Timbuktu. But I'm watching how the media is playing this synagogue shooting. Yes, it's sad. But guess what? Black folks warned that this hatred that they was creating was gonna bounce back on them at some point. Fox, these conservative evangelists, these talking heads created this climate, and it bounced back on them. You think that kind of hatred ain't gonna bounce back on y'all? You had three white men within a week's time terrorize this country. But instead these motherfuckers called them evil or called them terrorists, they try to say, well, they was lonely or they wasn't full faculties or whatever excuse they using. But they're trying to shift blame onto the black community or onto certain members of the black community. But something I noticed in seeing all that, I saw the Pittsburgh Steelers take a knee. Not one person criticized taking a knee. Oh, when white people are murdered, taking a knee is appropriate. It's a sign of respect. Black folk taking a knee, that's a sign of y'all being arrogant. The Pittsburgh Steelers took a fucking knee. I didn't hear not one person say, wait a minute. Okay, it's sad, moment of silence and go about your business. They took a fucking knee before a football game. At the World Series, moment of silence. I'm sitting there saying, wait a minute. Hold on. When black folks are being murdered, and you have black players that are saying, hey, man, the judicial system ain't working for us. Y'all want us to see us run up and down the football field, but the moment we say, hey, I can't praise that flag, I can't sing that song that is a slave song, that's glorifying slavery, and no matter what we say, y'all say, it's attacking the troops. Even when the troops say, yo, man, they ain't attacking us. They not attacking us. Y'all, Trump and them used it. Now a bunch of Jewish folks get shot up in a synagogue. Now all of a sudden it's okay for them to take a knee. That's hypocrisy, folks. What you're telling black folk is your lives don't matter. Only white folks' lives matter. Now people say it's a different thing. No, murder is murder. When you had these crooked cops out here shooting us down, when you had these John and John Q. Public shooting us down, and we saying, where's the justice at? When Colin Kaepernick took it the other day, I was watching, I glanced at Wednesday Live, and the host, white host, still saying, well, you know the reason why Colin Kaepernick's not playing, because he wasn't that great of a player. That's bullshit. Jay Cutler was a fuck up. Bears kept him around for years. Colin Kaepernick got to the Super Bowl. Jay Cutler never got the Bears Super Bowl. A lot of other players, white players, wasn't great quarterbacks, but they got jobs. They purposely shut them out because Colin Kaepernick said, I'm going to stand and take a knee for my people. The most peaceful way. But the thing is, you're not supposed to bring attention to black people being murdered and being mistreated. That's hypocrisy. That's why and people say, well, Harvey, come on, man. They was trying to pay honor. No, I'm sorry. You can't shit on one group of people and then turn around and tell you supposed to boo-hoo somebody else. That's hypocrisy, folks. When those players took a knee, they got criticized around. You had other so-called people of color was, yeah, man, you're shitting on the flag. But yes, now everybody online, man, y'all, we got to take a moment of silence. So you basically, and this will tell you the self-hatred that we've internalized as black people and other people of African ancestry who've been broken up to these fucking groups. I keep telling y'all, whether they call themselves Puerto Rican, Dominican, Mexican, whatever. Italian, those motherfuckers are melanated people, but they've been given the gift of whiteness at certain points. They was out there talking shit about Colin Kaepernick and the brothers that took a knee and spoke up. The NBA told their players, you better not get caught for taking a knee. But when something happened to white folk across the globe, in Paris, they shut the lights off the Eiffel Tower. Over in Israel, they put the colors of the flag and the colors of the Israeli flag. When black folks were shot in that church, I didn't see that tone from the media. This morning, we lost 11 Americans. You had 2 disabled gentlemen. You had a 97. You saw the tears and everything. But us, did you forgive? Now, once did anybody go put a camera in those family members, their friend's face? They're giving them a wide berth. But the Pittsburgh Steelers took a fucking knee. But when black folks say, yo, man, y'all gonna stand in unity? Our people are being shot every day. Well, they being hands by us, and the people that's shooting our brothers down that look like us, that's a criminal element the police officers have created and let run rampant in our community. So believe me, that's not lost on me. But when you got these police officers you got them on camera shooting our people down, and they let them walk away scot-free. When people are bragging about killing us on social media, not everybody talking about social media. So long as you was calling us niggas and never making threats to us on social media, you was cool. Now all of a sudden they want to monitor everybody's social media. I'm cool with that. They need to monitor, but I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. They're gonna go after the wrong people and the ones who keep promoting all this hatred and shit. They're gonna go about their business. And you know what, y'all? I've been debating whether to say this. They should have took Alex Jones' channel down off YouTube, Facebook, or Twitter. And I'm gonna tell you why. He's a fucking conspiracy theorist. He's a loony. He's a fucking racist. But guess what? They knew it for years. They made money off of it. Now all of a sudden, y'all, the chickens have come on the roost. Now y'all want to play like, oh, we didn't allow that. We took means to get actions to get them off. You let Alex Jones sit on YouTube for how many years, make how many millions off YouTube? Because all the white people, they got over 1 million subscribers. Come on, you know they making money. Beginning of this year, that white dude took video of that was that China or Japan of the suicide forest. YouTube they suspended for a short time, and then guess what? Y'all know just recently he was dating old girl from Agents of Shield, the Asian chick, the Chloe the Chloe chick, what's her name? Yeah, they broke up about 3 weeks ago, but she was giving him some ass. Yeah, he went over there and made money off Asian people committing suicide in their suicide forest, and then a few months later, he banging an old girl from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. He had and YouTube didn't take his channel down, but our channels have gone down for bullshit. And this is why I say in Professor Black Truth, the True Raw Family, and many others, Live Show, you name it. We need black voices out here on social media. And I told y'all, they're trying to purge us. They don't want us talking about these issues. But we all have warned that this shit was going to happen. It's like a boomerang. It was going to come back on them. Today they trying hard not to say Trump was responsible, because they gotta be held responsible for the shit they put out. Trump is responsible for this climate. He didn't cause racism, but he felt fan the flames. Excuse me. They said it started when he announced his campaign. No, it started the moment he started questioning Barack Obama's place of birth, his education, and they started talking about the black community. And CNN and them gave him come on their show, The View, all these shows. And I'm like, wait a minute, this dude is being racist, openly racist to us, and y'all let him come on your shows. When he announced he's running for president, CNN was breaking in. Trump was calling in. And then Trump said, I don't need y'all no more. When he got past that primary, Trump said, fuck y'all, I don't need y'all no more. And CNN been bitching ever since. Done every night. Done limit. Donald Trump did this today. Donald Trump did this today. Remember, y'all the same one that set Bill Cosby up. Karma like a motherfucker. And Trump gets on Twitter. He says things about y'all. And I'm sitting there. When black folks are saying, yo, this man is racist, what do they say to us? You guys, you know you called the president. You sure? What has he said was racist? We're like, really? You guys forgot the Central Park case. And I've been yelling about Trump racism even before he started calling out Obama birth certificate. I said, did y'all watch this show? Watch that show, the Apprentice? He was racist on that show. He wanted to execute them brothers back in 1989 for something they didn't do. And people act like they ignore all that shit. He goes out and call NFL players, insult their mothers and the players, call them son of bitches, question their patriotism. He go get Jeff Beauregard Sessions. Beauregard, Professor Chu said, Beauregard Sessions to be the attorney general, and he turns around and he's rolling back shit. They pushing these archaic drug laws they had back in the 80s that destroyed our communities. So what happened is white folks, Republicans got the White House and got the Senate and Congress, but now that's not enough for them. Y'all got the fucking win, but see, Trump and them kept going out there stoking the flames. Hey, we got to hold on to this. America, make America great again. He kept saying it, and black folks saying, yo, y'all, we know he's saying it's dog whistling. Y'all wouldn't listen. Now all of a sudden, white folk get killed, or a particular group, especially, now all of a sudden y'all on TV, anti-Semitism all of a sudden. But the thing is, y'all won't let it lie Donald Trump in Fox News. You know, they ain't mentioned Fox in these right wing. Let's go bring out Minister Farrakhan. And I told y'all, when they bring out Farrakhan, that's to spook white folks into voting. I'm telling y'all. But to sit there and watch them show Pittsburgh kneeling, but they won't kneel for black, NFL's predominantly black, but when they players start saying, we got to speak up for our people being vilified, mistreated, people got mad. But yesterday, they took a knee. They tell how much power a particular community got. And that's not anti-Semitism. That's stating a fucking fact. As black folk, you should be offended. Wait a minute. Don't take a knee for black folk who getting shot up and get murdered. But anybody else incident, oh my gosh. People on TV crying. But when we cry out, no people laughing and making memes and jokes about us. And you got these handkerchief head Negroes on TV today. They spooked. Well, Farrakhan, it's like Porky Pig and shit. Let me say this again, folks. We in the black community got to stop being afraid to say it was on our mind. White supremacy created this hatred. We didn't create this hate. And now they're trying to throw it back off on us. That's why I got mad at President Obama, his senator, when he was debating Hillary Clinton with Tim Russell, may he rest in hell. In the black community is a level of anti-Semitism. You didn't grow up in a black community, motherfucker. You ain't had no direct interaction. People need to understand why it's issue the Nation of Islam and willing to speak out about it, and why members of the black, even without the Nation of Islam, have criticized the interaction with Jewish people and black folk. Nobody would never want to sit down and talk about that. They just throw anti-Semitism. Call them anti-Semitic. That's the end of the conversation. But not one of them brought up them evangelists out there that says shit about the Jewish community. They want to throw it back on the black community. I told y'all, when white folk get caught doing something, you can't let them take the fall. Find somebody else to blame. Rotten motherfuckers. But see, the Pittsburgh Steelers and them all take a knee for that and shit, but black people are dying. Y'all get mad at them. Man, come on, man. You're basically telling black folk, nigga, run them down that field. Fuck the black community. That's why I say we gotta control our fucking dollar. Black folks should not spend anything with the NFL. And I can't stand Rihanna, but I gotta at least give her props. She refused to participate in the Super Bowl. I meant to mention that some other video. I had to give her props on that one. She said, no, I'm not gonna do it. She remembered she's a black female. I'm watching Chris Cuomo and the bitches over at The View and over at MSNBC bringing up Farrakhan. Farrakhan, black folk ain't killed no white people in that synagogue. That was another white person that did that. The pipe bombs, another white person. The killings in Kentucky at that Kroger, a white person. Black folks don't have a history going around shooting somebody because they identify as Jewish or because they're white. We don't have a history. But to sit there and see the Pittsburgh Steelers take a knee, but when black folks talking about the violence and our people being shot and people are mad at us, you better not take a fucking knee. We ain't gonna support you. But anybody else get killed, flags at half staff, people crying and mourning. When we get shot up, well, what they brought on themselves. Hypocrites.